Did we do it? Okay, I think it's working. Is my computer got sound on it? Or no, we're good. Oh. Sorry. Clearly, we're new to this.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. Here we go. Hi, my name is Julian. I have no idea how to do this. Hi everybody. This is my boyfriend, Regine. He's going to be my lovely nail model for the day.
Yay!
But I just thought it would be a fun time to share some really ridiculous stories because I have lots of them. Because I'm very clumsy, and all these weird things always happen to me. Hi Angie, and Rachel, and Leslie, and the girl that cried, and my mom, and Moshimi. I'm feeling great. I'm good. How are you guys feeling? Yes, I'm feeling much better, in better spirits. Yeah.
I hope so.
You're like, what do I do? But yeah, so we're just gonna share some funny stories. I think it'd be fun to talk about, to make each other laugh. So if you guys have any funny stories that you can think of, if you could type them in the chat at some point, just so we can all laugh together. But while I'm doing this, I'm going to put some fake nails on my boyfriend, and then I don't know if y'all have seen this magnetic gel. It's like cat eye gel. I actually used to have this before it was like a trend, like 10 years ago, and nobody liked it, and now it's like a huge trend right now. So yes, bring in those stories. How long have we been together?
Let's see, November. What's now?
It's almost 6 months. It's more than 6 months. Is it 6 months? We've been together 6 months.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But we've been friends for like years.
Years, yeah. 2 years, I would say.
I was secretly in love with him the whole time, though. Your favorite color? Yeah. So this is like a fuchsia green one, so it's gonna be pretty cool. 99% of my funny stories, embarrassing things that happened to me that others found funny. That's exactly true with stuff that happens to me. We met rock climbing, actually, so we're both avid rock climbers.
Yes. Through friends.
But yeah, through friends. Yeah. Well, I mean, through the gym. We met at the gym.
Okay.
True. So I thought I would start out by telling you a funny egg donor story that is definitely TMI. So if you are not into hearing too much about, like, you know, some too much personal stuff, then click away. 52 on rock climbing. Yes, rock climbing is so much fun. But I call this my best first date story because if I tell this story on a first date, then it lets me figure out if the guy is willing to put up with how open I am about myself, because I have no shame, and I'm cool with that, you know, and a lot of people are not okay with that. So yes, Eric and I are here.
Yo, what's up?
Yes, Leslie. So when I was going through the egg donor thing, one of the things they told me was that the medication is going to make me really constipated, right?
Ouch.
And I was like, well, I'm vegan, so that won't be a problem. Right? So I was actually good up until, it depends on like how you do the process, but I was on injections and medication for almost 2-3 weeks. I think it was like 2.5 weeks. We ended up pushing it further to get more eggs. And I was totally fine up until the day of my surgery, right? So I had to take a prayer injection. It was like, if you have to be in surgery exactly 12 hours later, or you can end up like putting a bunch, you know, having your period with a bunch of eggs or whatever. And So this medication was like stronger than everything else. And it was that morning of the surgery. The surgery was scheduled for 8 a.m. And I, like, right before the surgery, they like prepped me and everything. They were like, "Do you have to use the bathroom?" And I was like, "I haven't gone today, but I'll try." And I tried and I couldn't. And I was like, "Oh my God, this is the first day I can't go to the bathroom." Thinking nothing of it, right? So then I get put out. I wake up and I'm like really, so they do the whole procedure and everything, and I'm coming to, and I like kind of remember hearing one of the nurses who was wheeling me back out say something about poop. And I was like, why is she talking about that? And they were like giggling and stuff. And I was like, what did they laugh about, right? And so then when I like came to like 20 minutes later, I saw the nurse again and I was like, I heard y'all laughing and I don't really know if it was about me, but I heard you say something about poop. Like, did something weird happen? and she goes, yeah, you started prairie dogging on the table.
Oh, God.
And like I started to almost poop on the like surgical table, and then my doctor saw it and tried to get it out, but then it went back in. This is way too much information. I was crying laughing at this point, and I was like, oh well, you know, with the medications and everything, I'm sure stuff like this happens all the time. And this girl goes, nope, you're the first one. I was so embarrassed. Oh my God. But I mean, hey, you gotta go. But it went back up, so. Alright, let's get these nails started.
God.
I've already sized him, and we're gonna put fake nails on him because we actively train for rock climbing, so I don't think nails this length would work for us when we're training right now. I'm glad y'all like that story because that was very embarrassing. Thanks, Leslie. If my mom can hear me, Leslie loves your house. This is really not my house. Okay, so let's put these on. Oh my God, you're not gonna be able to function. I wonder how long we can keep these on for. I have lots of funny stories, so.
Just let you know, this is my first time doing this, so bear with me.
He's really nervous. He was like getting his hair all done and everything.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Does that hurt?
No.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
What if I make it hurt?
I mean, you can.
What is my favorite color? Orange is my favorite color. I used to have an orange car until I got rid of that, unfortunately. Is it good?
Yeah.
It's pretty stuck there. How long have I been doing nails? I got my license in the beginning of 2011, but I had been doing nails not professionally, but like my family's and mine. I had started this YouTube channel back in like 2007. I was like doing nail videos on here. I think my first video was actually 2006. They're horrendous videos and embarrassing to look at, but you can scroll back to like my oldest videos and find some really ugly designs if you would like.
Which was a huge hit.
Yeah, right? One of my videos went viral and it's like the worst video ever. I'm literally like throwing paint everywhere. It's like horribly messy and horribly filmed. It goes viral, and now that's the video that when everybody comes to my channel, they see that. And I get so many comments all the time. They're like, this is like the worst tutorial ever. I don't know why this has so many views. And I'm like, thanks for your support. Glad we can all be friends. I think these are, did I have too many of the same size? Yeah, he's got one extension. Okay, typing this in 2 bars. Here we go. I have one funny story. One time while on vacation, I hope you don't mind I'm reading this out loud. When on vacation in Spain when I was 11, I was at a market and I ran ahead of my parents and I got lost and couldn't find my parents. And waiting to hear the rest. That must have been really scary, honestly, if you get lost in a country that you don't know a lot about. Hi, Alessia. I hope you don't mind I'm putting these. Honestly, I didn't even tell him what we were doing. I was like, I'm just gonna do your nails. But I'm putting fake ones on so that way you don't have to deal with. I was honestly gonna do like full on extensions on him. That was my plan, and then I realized to take those off would be a waste of my time and his. So we're not gonna do that.
The question is, do I want to torture my boyfriend?
I mean, that's always a yes. What do you mean? I love you. Take pics and post them of the nails. Hell yes.
Ooh, Oceanside.
Yeah,
I think it's from San Diego, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah.
How are you doing? Do you miss the girls? I miss the girls. I miss Eric and Adam. It's always a fun time when I'm with them. So I always miss my besties. Of the nails, yes, pictures of the nails. So wait a minute. Stop.
No, it's
Stop moving.
got a model for everyone.
All right. Okay, so
Yes,
that's good for.
right,
Let's
it's
start
San
with
Diego.
one hand, and if it takes me an excessively long time, then we'll just do one hand and call it a day.
Wolverine.
Oh my god! I figured you would like end up using them like tools. Let's just get the edges off real quick. How many days are you doing nails, Julie? So I don't actively work on clients. I actually stopped working on clients maybe back in 2018 because I moved up in my field in companies. So I ended up I'm an educator for nails. Would you ever do the girls' nails? We're waiting for that. We're waiting for them to be able to sit still so I can give them some nice manicure. You're like dying over this. Right? Well-behaved hand model. Except he does need to relax. Like,
I'm not really relaxed, to
your
be honest.
arm. Let's put this here, and you can just like rest on top of that. How about that? Yeah, just relax your fingers. That's not why I'm called the girl that cried, by the way. All right, I'm gonna get into another story. How about we go for it? Do you have any stories?
Oh, not
Actually, I'm gonna tell you guys a story of something that happened to us the other night.
Oh gosh.
So, I am a night owl. I like to work late at night. So he goes to bed around like 11 o'clock, and then I stay up until probably like 2, 3 o'clock, and I work. And he was fast asleep. Like, I heard him snoring. Like, I knew he was asleep from the time that he went to bed till when I came to bed, right? And I come to bed, and he wakes up. And he goes to the bathroom, comes back in bed. And for the next, like, 2 hours, life did not make sense to this one. He starts like whispering things, and in my head I'm like, dude is talking in his sleep. I don't know what's going on. And then he said, like, do you hear me? And I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me. I thought you were talking in your sleep. And I was like, what's up? And he was like, can you stop waking me up? And I was like, what? He was like, you're shaking me to wake me up, and it's bothering me or something. And I was like, I'm not touching you.
I was having a dream in the same scenario of me sleeping in the same bed next to her.
Sleep paralysis.
Exactly. And I was having some conversation with her if I was asleep or some weird aspect of it. And I couldn't realize that, like, I was half dreaming, and the whole time when I woke up, I was like, are you talking to me the whole time? I don't understand what's reality anymore.
Yeah,
it was mind-blowing to me.
And then like, it was like 30 minutes later, he goes, did we just have a conversation? And I was like, go to bed. Like, what is, like, we talked about sleep paralysis, and then you're like, that's not the conversation I was thinking of. And I'm like, oh my god, what did you like do before you went to bed?
I have no clue.
It was actually really funny.
But trippy.
Yeah, you felt like you were on drugs or something. It was pretty funny.
Or not real.
Yeah,
Simulation.
you literally had no idea what was real life. I was actually kind of concerned at one point because you were freaking out. And then he said, he like woke up and said, "COD," we put out of Call of Duty. And I thought he said God, and I'm like, oh my God, he's talking to God in the middle of the night? What's happening to him? Like, what went wrong? But yeah, so that was our night the other night. All right, so we're getting some red on these nails right now. What color are we doing the nails? So we're gonna start with this as a base, but we're gonna go into magnetic gel, which is like fuchsia green metallic, depending on like which way you look at it. Kind of just looks like black right now, but you'll see it later. We'll do the magnet. Yes, I am painting his nails bright red.
Yeah.
All right, let's get these started. Okay, and then let's get into another story. How about that? Oh, I forgot about when I trimmed and filed Everest nails. Oh my God, yeah, I did that. When they were like super, super young, we had filmed a video that I did their nails.
Yeah.
Actually, because Eric and Adam were too scared to cut them. They thought that they were going to hurt the girls. And they were like, well, you can do it. You're a licensed nail tech. And I'm like, yeah, because I handle babies all the time. But it actually worked out well. Clearly, I cannot multitask. Alrighty. So, I have a funny story about when I was walking to work one day that is just so ridiculous that it was the first time I realized I can't get embarrassed anymore. Like, nothing will ever make me feel embarrassment after that day. So, let's get into it. Why not? So, back when I moved to California, I was working at a salon part-time while I was managing a team of nail techs through the mobile beauty app that me and Eric worked at. And I would, first off, I was working a lot. I was working, like I would go to my 9 to 5, then I would go to my nail salon job afterwards, and I was like tired all the time. It only lasted a couple, like I couldn't keep doing that because it was just too much. I ended up like denting the crap out of my car twice in one day because I was so tired. That's when I was like, okay, yes, this is my bull frame.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm like dead staring at 6 months ago on my birthday in a shopping mall. Me and 3 of my friends were standing in line for a Starbucks, and this woman in front of me was holding a baby, and then started panicking, and then said to me, "Oh, girl, that crab, what'd she say?" And yes, I'm certainly ready for summer. Right, so
There you go.
great storyteller. I'm like totally out of sorts right now. I guess I'm kind of just waiting to see what the girl that cried said. Suspense. Yeah, if anyone else has any funny stories, please feel free to share because I want to laugh with all y'all. We're on our last nail here. And then we're going to go into the lamp. Now, gel, this one you should not, especially because you're wearing fake tips, you should not feel any sort of spike in heat. But if you do feel any sort of sensation that is uncomfortable, please take it out of the lamp.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. It's like it's freezing.
Also,
here.
don't hit the back.
Okay.
Go in there.
So, do I go in?
Yeah, put it in. All right, we're good. Part 2. It said, take her, and just dropped the baby in my arms and ran. Oh my God. I didn't know what to do. I feel like, yeah, I would have been mortified. I'm like, I would not know what to do at all. Yes, he is a keeper.
Oh God. Help.
So we're using gel. It's a gel polish. So there's 3 different types of gel. There's hard gel, which is permanent, and that's to build the extension with. There's soak off gel, which you can build extensions with, and then and do colors with. And then there's gel polish. Gel polish is the softest of all. So you can actually soak it off way faster than soak off gel. Actual soak off gel takes like 20-30 minutes to soak off, where gel polish, oh, I got it all over your finger. How'd that happen? Doesn't take long at all to come off. It's like 10 minutes. So it has to cure in the UV or LED lamp. And if anybody ever tells you, oh, I can't use UV lamps because they're bad, LED produces more UV rays than the UV lamps. So if you're against those lamps, which none of them produce enough to ever do any harm to you, then don't be using any of them. They are some long nails. I'm like struggling not to curse right now because I have body math. Okay, anyway, so, oh, Mike, how are you? That's one of my high school friends.
Oh, nice.
Okay, wait, so I'm walking to work in downtown LA. I'm going to a salon, and there was, like, where I worked was right next to Skid Row, so there was always a lot of people. Okay, pause. Part 3, I just froze like 10 seconds. My friend took the baby and played with it, and my eyes were as big as saucers. And the Starbucks worker asked if I was okay and just nodded. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, like, what do you do in that situation? Huh? Okay, so we're gonna do a second go to these real quick. We're probably only gonna get. I haven't tried any of the hollow tackle polish, but honestly, like, there's so many beautiful holographic glitter polishes out there, and I'm sure hers is really high quality because she's like got the money to invest in it. So I'd be excited to try it at some point. But I don't really deal with nail polish that often. It's mostly just gel in my scene of things. Okay, so I'm walking to work to my salon. Again, it's by Skid Row, so there's always a lot of people that are, actually, it's really sad. Like, a lot of people are on drugs. There's also a lot of, like, really absurd things that people are doing in the area. And every time I've ever walked to work over there, people yell really absurd things at me, the people around me, like when they see women walking on the street. Like, it's just like a thing, right? So I'm walking to work like any other day, and as soon as I get out of the parking garage, it's only like 3 blocks from where I was working. As soon as I get out of the parking garage, people start yelling things at me, and I was like, oh, it's normal, like, that happens all the time. But I couldn't really understand what anybody was saying, so I just kept on walking, right? So I am walking, just like the first block I get to, I realize, like, people are really yelling at me, and like multiple people at once, like just so many people. And I was like, oh my god, I'm getting really nervous. Like, there must be something wrong with me, or like, what did I do? And I'm freaking out. And I'm like, I just have to get to my job so that somebody can tell me what's wrong with me, like, so I can calm down, because I'm starting to get really paranoid at that point. So I get to the second block, and now I hear someone running after me, and I'm like, what in God's name did I do? And I hear like footsteps, like pounding, like racing towards me. And I'm like standing in the street, like walking like as fast as I can, and like my eyes are wide, I'm like freaking out, my heart's pumping, I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to get attacked or something. I don't know what I did. And this woman in front of me like looks behind me and then looks at me, and she points and she's like, you should probably turn around. And I like turn around to this like 70-year-old man running after me in the street, holding my underwear. And he like just goes like this, and he was like, these are yours. And I was like, no, there's not. Like, there's not a possible way that you have my underwear, sir. Like, and he puts them in my hand, and I'm like, this is my underwear. How did my underwear get in this man's hand? So long story short, I had done laundry the previous night, and when I put a sweater on, it had some serious static cling, and underwear, people were yelling at me because underwear was plastered to my back the entire way that I was walking. And it was that moment that I realized there is no such thing as embarrassment anymore when a stranger on the street hands you your underwear. Because when does that ever happen to anyone? I would never chase after someone with their underwear. Like, right? Like, at that point, I was like, do I even want it back? It was probably on the street. It was in, like, some stranger's hands. But I'm also like, that was expensive, so thank you. Susie Layens, have I always been so immature? Really? That's an interesting thing to say to someone. But yeah, I like to have fun. If you don't, that sucks. I once went out with a bra hooked on my coat. Oh my god, I can't imagine. Yeah, I felt like if any of y'all seen the episode of Friends where Monica runs into her ex-boyfriend and she has like all of her clothes from the laundry static clung to her and there's just like pantyhose everywhere, and I was like, yep, that is my life. That is very much my life. Okay, part 4. I got a free Frappuccino. That woman was gone for 5 minutes max. She said she left her purse in a Tesco and took the baby and left. Oh my god. My friend told me when I get the opportunity to tell you about this, I'm shook. It's like, why would you hand a stranger your baby? Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't trust anybody with a baby.
Oops, sorry.
Bro, you gotta watch yourself.
Like, it's hard to control this.
Did I do this one? I'm not even paying attention. I think so.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
Alright, we're about to get
red.
to the good stuff after you cure this. This is also probably one of the worst manicures I've ever done. Well, I can't really see it's a manicure because I'm just painting your fake nails. Do you feel feminine?
Somewhat.
You
I feel kind of heavy. But I don't know how you are able to control this every single
You look
day.
like Peter Griffin in the episode of Family Guy where he has the fake red nails on and he's just typing at the computer.
What?
It's
Is that
really
an episode?
funny. No, it's the old one. You can put it in the link. Never trust me with the baby.
Oh, God.
Cindy, we met. Does that hurt?
No.
You're lying. I'm like, you're lying. We met we met rock climbing because we were both rock climbers. All right. One time I was at a park with a bunch of my friends in high school, and they were all swinging on the swings, and I got all inspired and wanted to be like Indiana Jones. So I started running in between all the swings, and then one hit my shoulder, and one of my friends ended up swinging into my face and busted up my lip, and I flew. Oh no. Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Flew in the air, and then everybody was freaking out, but I was all calm, like, hey, what does my face look like? And everyone I was with had a problem with blood, and I was the only one calm. There was no mirror in the bathroom or anywhere, so I waited until I got home to see what happened. Turns out my teeth got all jacked up. Oh no. And my lip got a bit swollen, and that's the story how I got a big bottom lip and crooked teeth. Oh, come on, Adam. You're hilarious. Every other baby to me are truly aliens. Yeah, babies kind of just like scare me in a way. Like now that I look back too at like old baby photos, I'm like, we all don't really look very human until we start developing like features in our face. All right, so are these cured? Let's find out. Yeah, these are good. All right, let's get into the cat gel. Cat eye gel. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Rose, because I was like, I don't know how to address you. So, any other stories we have? Okay, there we go. Yes, I'm still at my parents' house. I will be stuck here indefinitely until I can launch my business properly and have some sort of income. And my goal is to keep my boyfriend here too. Just kidding, Mom and Dad. He's like, all right, let's see some cool stuff happen. How about that? All right, so are you like, I think that's you. I'm not gonna blame you. It's okay.
That ain't okay. I am dysfunctional. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna be using this from, I don't know how to get anything to focus like this. What am I watching? Is he just visiting from California? So he is from California, and he took the road trip with me when I moved from Eric and Adam's house to here, because it's across the country, and like nobody wanted me to do the trip alone.
Yeah.
So he actually was gracious enough to come with me. And then he got stuck here because of the lockdown and everything. So, and it's just too dangerous to go back. He doesn't want to go on a plane and then potentially get his parents sick and his family sick. So he's staying here for a while. What are we watching during? We're watching a lot of anime. Like, lots of anime. If y'all haven't seen One Punch Man. All right, so let's see this cool stuff. So you can see on the, you put it on.
Ooh.
Can you like position your hand a little different?
How? My hands are meant to hold rocks.
My hands are meant to hold rocks. I don't know why I'm painting it like this. Why I shouldn't just paint it like normal and then show you afterwards.
Exactly.
But like, why not make things harder for me? Since I don't know what to do. Okay, so you can see it's like shiny, metallic-y. Kind of works out though because we get to be together. I'm happy about it. I don't know if you. Also, don't mind his crooked finger. That's just like part of life, right?
Part of life. Good way to say it.
Okay, wait. So then, if we take this magnet, how can we get this? All right, can you see this? If we take this magnet and we go like this. Can y'all see that? You probably cannot see that at all. But I made like, all right. I'm gonna do this off, and then we'll put it back on afterwards. So, oh yeah, that's so cool. I'll show you better afterwards.
So it changes to a violet color?
So it's green and purple, but then like you can make designs in it with the, right. So let's cure that real quick. We're gonna go on high.
That's super cool. Ready?
Yeah.
This one?
Just put it all in, it's okay.
What's going on?
Funny story I have that doesn't when I managed to get on a talk show while my favorite YouTuber and hero was interviewed. Talk show. That's always fun. I actually have horrible memories of, because I was on a reality show for one episode and then I was like, can I get off this thing because it's horrible? And I just like, I can't do like TV things like reality and stuff like that. On February 23rd, 2018, my favorite YouTuber was invited on an Irish talk show called The Late Late Show. I was invited into the audience with 8 other fans to ask him a question. Da, da, da. This will require a lot of okay. We'll wait for all of it, don't worry. Oh wait, I didn't tell my best story. Or, I mean, I have lots of stories. I like wrote down all the ones that I wanted to talk about. While you're typing that, Rose, I'm gonna tell one of my lovely childhood stories of when I told people that I got something stuck in my ear, but I actually put it there myself. So I think I have to be like, maybe like 7 years old or something like that, and all my siblings, we were in the basement playing together. Well, like, one was playing video games, the other 2 were somewhere else in the basement, and I was under a table just playing with things on the floor. And I thought it was a really cool idea to take this, it wasn't really a marble, it was like a ball bearing, you know, like a silver small ball. I don't know what you would call it, but you know, one of those things. And I figured out that if you put it like in this part of your ear and you go like that, it goes around in circles, like with your ear, like it was like following the track of my ear. So I'm sitting under this table while no one's watching me, and I'm just like doing some, you know, stupid 7-year-old stuff or whatever. And of course, I tilted my head wrong, and this thing goes into my ear. And I was like, it's fine, I can get it out. And then I like went like this and pushed it and way deeper. So now I'm like contemplating, do I give myself up and say that I put this in my ear and I need help? Or like, what do I do? So I go running upstairs and I'm like, Mom, this thing fell in my ear. I don't know what to do. I can't get it out. She's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I was sitting under this table, like trying to come up with a story. Sitting under this table and this ball just like rolled into my ear. I don't know how it happened.
Just like that?
Just like that. Just rolled into my ear. And she's like, oh, I'm sure it's nothing. Like, I don't know. So we go upstairs and we're in the bathroom. And you can put that in.
That's cool.
We're in the bathroom and she's poking at it with Q-tip, which is making it go in further. And I'm not in any pain or anything. I just know that there's something stuck in my ear. And she's like, I don't see anything. I don't feel anything. And I'm like, I just felt it going deeper. And then she takes a flashlight out and she looks at my ear. And because it's that metal ball, all I hear is her screaming to my dad. His name is, she's like, Joe, I see my reflection in her ear. And I'm just sitting here like, well, I'm never gonna tell them that I put this in here myself. And so of course we could not get it out, and we had to go to the hospital. And the entire way to the hospital, we had one of those like hardcore mom vans, so like a soccer mom van, and it was like my parents in the front seat, then it's like a 2-seater in the middle and a 3-seater in the back, and my siblings were all like spread out in the seats, but my brother and sister were in the middle. And my mom didn't let me sit in a seat on the way to hospital. She had me kneeling between my siblings while she had my head in her hand, and she's just like pushing my head to get it out and like yanking my earlobe the whole way to the hospital.
So violent.
And then we get to the hospital, I got like whiplash and my ear's all swollen, like my earlobe's swollen, and I have like a migraine from all this. And my mom was I just kept hearing her say like, we can't pay for this, it's gonna be so much money, I can't believe we gotta do this. And like she was like, you know, wants to help me, but it's obviously a stupid expense when I put this in my ear myself, like, and I'm telling everybody that I didn't do it. And so we're at the hospital and the nurse is like, okay, we can easily get something like that out. Don't worry, calm down. We just have to wait for the doctor to be finished with something else because he's busy right now. And when he's done, he'll just get it out real quick. And my mom was like, okay. I was like, well, we're in a public place, so at least my mom can't be like throwing my head around to try to get this out, right? So we're all sitting there and like, I know that it was just like getting really frustrating to have to, I mean, it's late at night, like all of us are just wanting to go to bed at that point. And the nurse comes over and she's like, okay, the doctor's ready. It's time for you to come back. And my mom goes, okay. And just takes my head and like just throws my head like so hard that it fell out. And she's like, oh, good, we don't have to pay, sorry, like, we don't need it anymore. And then we went home, and I was dying. I was like, oh, my God. Anything to save, I mean, when you have 4 kids, obviously you want to save money. But my mom just straight up, like, smacked me in the head so hard just so that we could, you know.
Lower the cost.
But it came out, it worked. I can't imagine having to spend that much money. I don't know what they would have even done. They kept, like, making jokes saying that they were going to, like, put something in one ear so it comes out the other, and I'm like, I hope that's not like what actually happens in these things. You can put that in. Okay, let's finish reading the story. Okay, so my favorite YouTuber was invited to an Irish talk show called The Late Late Show. I was invited to the audience with 8 of the fans to ask him a question. The interview itself went on for like 10 minutes, and then the questions came. 8 fans, including me, were there to meet him. 3 were asking questions. The 2 fans went before me, then came my turn. The host called my name, Rose is just my nickname, and the YouTuber smiled at me as he looked directly in my eyes. I just bawled in the audience. Oh! The host and the YouTuber leapt up, hugged me, and literally had tears rolling down my cheeks. I was shaking. I was invited to the stage to ask my YouTuber the question on. The whole thing lasted 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Since then, I've been called the girl that cried. Oh my god. But I got a nickname and became known since that night. I don't like the term famous. Oh, that's hilarious. I used to be that type of person all the time that I would just like cry at the drop of a hat. Like if we were at a restaurant, my parents can attest to this. We were just talking about this the other day. They were like, we didn't know what was wrong with you, but you would just cry all the time. And I was like, I had some serious anxiety. Like if like a waiter looked at me weird, I would freak out thinking there's something wrong with me, and I would just start crying, and my dad would be like, oh, here we go again. So I can totally relate to being somebody that cries for no reason. I used to swallow pennies when I was little, yes. I feel like we don't hear about stuff like that anymore. Like kids don't do as much. I mean, they do different kind of weird stuff because it's a different generation.
Yeah.
But like, I don't hear about things like getting stuck in our noses or ears or anything like that anymore. Jacksepticeye, I know who that is. Not personally, but Jacksepticeye meets a teary fan. Oh my god, I need to watch that. That's so funny. All right, so we got. Can you see it on there or no? Because it was like not. We'll take a picture of this and post it on Instagram. Maybe my Insta story because my feed is just not. It's still having a serious identity crisis.
Okay.
Do you have any funny stories, babe?
No.
Come on, you have lots of funny stories. I'm trying to think of one from us climbing.
You can tell the story when you fake yourself to go in front of the line so you can pretend you're tripping so I can grab your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a funny story? I don't think so.
I mean, that's just like pathetic. You can put that in, babe. Also, don't look at the light, but go in, yeah. He vlogged the day he was doing the interview and he put a pic of me. Oh, that's cute. I was a weird kid. I think we were all weird kids, Cindy. We're just gonna do one hand because it's already almost an hour into this, and I'm really bad at multitasking, which you can see. But yeah, he was just referring to the time when we were rock climbing. Where were we?
God, it's in Palm Springs.
Yeah, what is that called? The place in Palm Springs. Oh crap!
I forgot now.
That's where Green Hornet is, right?
Yeah, exactly. Come up.
Yeah, we'll remember it in a second. But we were climbing really high up. It was, I mean, like the mountain was like 8,000 feet, and then like we're just bouldering in that area, which is really hard to breathe when you're that high up and you're not used to it. And if anybody knows me at all, they know that I cannot do any sort of physical activity without completely losing my breath and not being able to breathe for quite some time. So all of us are hiking back down to get to the bottom of the mountain, and I'm like struggling, but it gets a
Which is called the tramway.
Tramway. We were at Tramway, and I was so into you.
Whoa.
But I had a boyfriend at the time, so I was never gonna make like a move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like every time we went climbing together, I was always following him around because I was just like obsessed with him, which he started to notice. I wonder what happens if we do the second coat. Sorry, am I talking too fast? Just see this one.
Be yourself.
You're like, can you just shut up? But yeah, so we're like hiking, and the first time, and he like, do you remember it?
Somewhat.
Because we're hiking, and I was like, ooh, this is the perfect opportunity to get his attention, because like he always would help me if I needed help. So could he climb with those nails on? No, but we should see if you can do like pull-ups and stuff with it. Yeah, his name is Rogine. But yeah, I had him in front of me, and I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to be like, I'm a damsel in distress. And, and we're like walking through rocky terrain, and I started like making noises like, oh no.
Sounds like you.
Until he looked back. And then he was like, do you need help? And I was like,
save you.
Yeah. He was like, do you need help? And I was like, and I like put my hand out, and he put his hand out, and then I held his hand for the first time, and I was like,
and you cried, right?
I was like, yes, I touched his hand. And then I was like, okay, I'm like a 5-year-old right now. You put that in.
Yay.
And that's the story of the first time I held his hand. Rogine is such a cool name.
Thank you.
He used to go by RJ because people couldn't like pronounce his name right, and I feel like you were like slightly embarrassed of your name.
I am, yeah. A lot of kids bully my name back then when I was a child, and they usually call me Rogaine, Rogina.
Oh my god.
So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try to figure out a way to change my name, which when I used to work at Macy's, all the employees or coworkers, they start calling me RJ, in which that's just how I got attached to it.
That's just rude.
Just as to walk away from my own name.
But I feel like that's such a terrible thing to be like, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm gonna call you something else. Like, that's just rude.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Ray. First time I got my attention was above the arch. You watch the video, oh my god, I can't wait to see it. I want to watch that. What do my parents think of Rogine? I would hope
let's
that they
ask. Karen, are you there?
Type in the chat, Mom. What do you think of Rogine?
Joe, Karen?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna take the camera and then show them the nails in a second, actually, because I think it'll just be easier that way.
Love him.
Thanks, Mom. I hope this doesn't get too loud, but I'm gonna try. Can you flip the camera while you're on a live? Let's see. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, let's see him, babe. Oh.
Oh, sorry, no.
Oh no. So I don't know if you could see how like this is the worst lighting in the world, but
we can try and move.
You can see they have like that. I'll take a picture and put it on my live. My Insta story.
Yeah, fixed it.
There's not even a top coat on this, but it's not even tacky. I didn't realize that. I thought it was gonna have a tacky thing. You can really tell on its pointy. Yeah, I feel like it shows up a lot more there. I think it's more of just the lighting is coming from one direction, and it's just not as flattering as it could be for this type of thing. How long is he gonna keep those on? I don't know. How long can you keep them on? He's like, he doesn't know what to do. He's like trying not to touch anything.
Kind of like stuck, and I can't even hold things right.
Wait. Let's see him pick up the. Okay, pick that up. Let's see what happens.
How does this thing work? Oh my god.
That's cheating. Oh, that's hilarious. See, this is what women see. We've overcome these issues, and we've adapted, and we know how.
Insane.
We know how to pick things up. See, yeah, you use your, use your finger, not your nail, bro.
I'm trying, bro. It's my first time doing this.
It's hilarious. Okay. At least he still has the right hand to wipe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, does it feel heavy or anything?
Yeah. Pretty heavy.
I think we should actually
when we do a pull-up?
Yeah. We'll do that later. I actually think it would be a really fun live to show you guys our rock climbing training, because it always turns into a competition with us, like who can hold on with one arm the longest or something like that. So I think that'd be a fun idea for a live. If any of y'all have any ideas, like I don't know if I should even keep doing lives, but at this point, like, I haven't used my YouTube channel in so long, and it's just, I like to connect with you guys, and I always thought I should get back into it just because I have this huge platform, and I would like to use it for good things. And if I could make one person laugh, that's all I want. Videos every day, Julie. Yeah, right.
I quit.
But maybe one day when I'm okay. Definitely have not adapted. I still have a habit of always keeping my nails trimmed. Yeah, honestly, I used to always have the longest nails ever. Like, I would always have really long nails, and I couldn't function without them being long. But then when I started rock climbing, I told myself when I was able to do a V3 indoors, that meant I was actually doing something well enough that I should keep pursuing it. And I chopped all my nails off that day because I was like, I just nailed a V3 with long nails. Like, I'm literally not even using my hands properly, and I got that. So that's when I chopped all my nails off, and I haven't turned back since. I bite my nails. No! Aw. Keep doing them. He used to bite his nails too, right?
Yes, I believe in 4th grade that was like an addiction of me biting my nails when I get like nervous.
Yeah,
here and
that's
there.
what a lot of people do when they're nervous.
Yeah.
Long nails are incredibly inconvenient until you have them for so long that you don't know the world without them. Because I felt the same way until I started like growing my nails out. And then honestly, like when I clipped my nails off for the first time, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't take my contacts out. I couldn't type on my phone. I couldn't type on a keyboard. I didn't know how to use my hands anymore because I wasn't used to having short nails. Yeah, anxiety. That's a huge like coping mechanism for people with anxiety, which if you like to cute. Alrighty, well, it's been 52 minutes of me talking nonsense and doing one hand of his nails. So I'm going to take a picture, put it on my Insta story. So if you want to see them, it's Julie V Nails on Instagram. And then I might post a little video of him trying to do something, like a pull-up or something with the long nails, see if he can function. Or like him trying to like pick something up. We'll see if he can do it. We'll do a little challenge. But thank you everybody for sticking with me this long. And I'm glad I got to share funny stories with you. And thank you, Rose, for sharing your funny stories. And someone else shared stories before too.
The cutie something? The girl that cried?
Yeah.
Many times.
I already said that. That's Rose.
Oh, okay.
Get with the program.
Sorry, jeez.
Thanks, Anita.
Thanks, Adam. You're the best.
Adam. I'm glad y'all enjoyed. I will see you. Maybe I might do this every Monday and Friday, so we'll see. But yeah, bye.
See ya.